to the Crochet Crowd. Today we're going to do a waffle scarf. So what it is, it's actually this pattern here, which there will be a different tutorial available for a throw, but it's actually just a section of doing this. And you're going to notice that the lines will come out and eventually hit the side edges, and then new lines appear as you're going. This is a 6-row repeat. Once we get to here, we have the instructions available as well as a crochet diagram just for the scarf version. There will be eventually another one for the blanket sizes, including how to change the sizes of those. But let's just focus on that. So whatever yarn you decided to use, I'm using Bernat Wavelength on camera today, and the recommendation for the hook size was a 6mm size J as per the ball band. So that's the hook size I'm going to use for that. So if you are substituting, that's a great opportunity for you. So we're going to take you through the step-by-step in order to get you to the repeat pattern itself, and then you can reverse back the video. We use what is called this video chapters, so you'll see that in the video description as well as pinned comment, so that you can see the time markers when you want to go back. So we're going to be repeating rows number 3 all the way through to 8, and then it just keeps on going. Now the diagram here that we have, it gets you to number 8, and then I put number 3 because number 3 is the same information. So you can repeat as much as you want to. And in this case, I'm not so worried about finishing on an 8th row for this, because it really won't matter, especially with a scarf. It's just use up the yarn, right? You can have a lot of fun. The Bernat Wavelength coloring is really neat, something that I really enjoy it changing. And with the waffle stitch, it's going to be quite cool. If you're ready, I'm ready, and I'll try to go as slow as I can. I'm getting doxed because I'm going too quick for people. So we're going to do a slip knot. We do have slower tutorials available for basics like this, and you'll see that on our channel, how to create a slip knot. So we're going to just focus on the scarf today, and in order to do this scarf with just one chevron, it's a chain of 26, and let's do that together. So just wrap the hook and pull through. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go all the way to 26 and meet me back here in just a moment. I have 26 done, so it's going to see, well, this is a pretty wide scarf, but it actually condenses by 20% anyway. But what happens, because it's a chevron, when you do this and you push it up, it's going to get much more narrower. So don't allow that to fool you that your scarf will be this wide when you start off. It is actually going to be much more narrow. So let's begin row number 1. Row number 1. You're going to go second chain from the hook. I prefer grabbing it by the back hump. You can decide where you want to grab it. Just be consistent with all of your chains. So second chain, so you got 1 and 2, and just single crochet on the back hump of the chain. Once you do the first one, like so, the chain will stay turned upside down, and you can see the next one is up, just like a serpent's back of the Loch Ness Monster. So I just need you to not really have to worry about counting, but just single crochet across the back hump of your chain all the way through. And when you get all the way through to the end, because you've gone second chain from the hook, there will be a total of 25 stitches. I'll see you at the end of the chain in just a moment. I'm all the way across. It's still a straight line, because in the next row, number 2, we're going to establish the bend that will happen, and it will happen like this. Let's turn our work and do row number 2. Row number 2 in all even numbers is the right side of the project. So if you look at the project itself, you're going to notice that you see the lines, but on the back, it will look like this. So we're going to be establishing this, and so the lines are appearing on the right side, which means the front of the work. We're going to do a 2 together double crochet, but doing it the way that I prefer. If you prefer it a different way, then that's up to you. But just chain 2 only. And then in the next one, just double crochet into the next stitch. And the reason why I do that instead of chaining 3 and then doing that is that this will be a lot tighter looking, and it won't be as sloppy on the edges. So I prefer chain 2 when I'm doing a double crochet together on an edge. We're now going to establish our pattern going uphill. So so we're currently in the valley, so we're going to currently go uphill. The next one is right around this one right here, and it's going to be a double crochet front post. So when we're on the front of the project, we're always doing the front post when it needs it. So we're just going to wrap the hook and going into the side of the stitch, one side, isolate it and pull and come through the other side. So it puts this single crochet in front. Yarn over, pull through, and then just do your double crochet as you normally do. So chain 2 and 2. And in the first row, it's not going to be so obvious, but it's going to be very obvious in the next couple rows. So starting in the very next stitch, you're going to put in a double crochet each in the next 2. I'm going to show you a visual tip in a moment. So the 2 were a double crochet. The next one is right here. I'm going to use a different crochet hook. It's right here. And so it's going to be a front post double crochet and then 2 regular double crochets. So this has to be a front post double crochet. So isolate it, going through the side of the stitch and back out. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2 and 2. See how there's an indent? You probably can't see it yet, but you will see it on your sample. See how it's kind of indented in? There's going to be 3 of these in a row before you get to the valley, or sorry, before you get to the peak of your chevron. So the next 2 in a row right here are 1 double crochet each. And so we have to do the front post again. So the next one is a front post double crochet. And the next 2 in a row are each a double crochet. And just before we hit the peak, we're going to do the next one as a front post double crochet again. And I want you to see that you're always going to have, when you're on the front side, you're going to have 3 indentations. So you got 1 indentation here, 2 and 3. Don't worry about the edge. So if you're looking for that, it makes your life a lot easier. In the very next stitch, we're going to do what is called as a V stitch. Okay, so the V stitch, we're going to focus right here. And we're going to put in a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Okay, so that makes it bend in the chevron. I'm pulling it down intentionally, but it will be pulled down after you get this done. So this is the middle of your scarf. So what happened to get here is going to happen the same, but going in the opposite direction. So the first one here before we went in there was a front post double crochet. So the first one out has to be a front post double crochet. So it's a mirror image of what was on the other side. The next 2 in a row are each a double crochet. Okay, so you got 2 regular double crochets. The next one here is a front post double crochet. So you're looking for the 3 indentations to happen on this side of the scarf too, right? The next 2 are 2 regular double crochet. So this yarn keeps me interested to want to see how this project will turn out. The next one has to be a front post double crochet. So how many indentations do we have now? So if this was the middle, we have 1 here and 1 here. It's going to become very obvious. You have to trust me. And then the next 2 are a regular double crochet. Okay, and then you have to do a front post double crochet 1 more time. Okay, so you have your 3 indentations there. You got your front post here, front post, and front post with your 3 indentations in between. And you should just have 2 stitches left, which is what I have. The last 2 is a double crochet 2 together, regular style. So wrap the hook, going into the next stitch, pull through 2 and hold. Do it again on the next one. So wrap, this is your last stitch, pull through 2 and hold. Once you see all 3 loops, pull through all 3. And so this was your first pass. You're going to see the bend has just happened. It'll get more bendy, not too much, but it will get more by the time we get through this. So when we're looking at the back of the project for row number 3, so all the odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc., you're going to be looking at the back of the project. Those lines that we created are kind of missing, but you're going to see eventually as you're making this way that you'll see the lines indentate on the back like so. So the back side is really quite easy to be able to do, and we're going to start with row number 3. We need to maintain the lines that are on the front side here And so we're going to be paying attention to that as we go. And here's my tips for you. You're going to start off and you're going to chain 2. This is again a 2 together double crochet but on the edge. And do you see how this looks different right here? That's a front post double crochet that we did here. We want to maintain that and keep it on the other side. So the next one has to be a back post double crochet around that. So you just wrap the hook, come from the back, isolate it, back to the back, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, 2 and 2. And what you're doing is you're keeping that line on the back, and now it's going to get more and more obvious. See these here? These are the regular double crochets from the last row. We are going to make sure that these stay as a front post double crochet. This is what makes it a waffle stitch, is these 2 stitches right here. So each of those are front post double crochet. So you wrap the hook, isolate the 1 post from the side, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through, 2, and do the same one. So there's always going to be 2 in a row, except for the exception may be the ends and just before the peak. But we'll get through there. So just like before, when we had the indentation happening, there's another front post double crochet that's in the way. See how it looks different? You want to maintain that, so it's a back post double crochet around that post. So isolate it, yarn over, pull through, 2 and 2. So the next 2, see how it looks different? Those are the regular double crochet from the last row. Make them a front post double crochet each. See how that looks different? That has to be a back post double crochet in order to maintain the lines on the front side. I don't need to turn that over every time, I'm just doing it for your benefit. See the next 2, those are regular double crochet before, now it's a front post double crochet to create the waffle. So do each of those 2. And we're getting very close to the end of before the peak. This one here was a back post double crochet last time. We're going to maintain that with a. So this one here, before we get to the peak, see how it looks different? We're going to make that a back post double crochet to keep that line moving. And you still have this stitch here before the point. And that one is going to be a front post double crochet. Okay, so what you're doing is you're building up the lines here. In the peak, it's always going to be the same. It's always going to be a double crochet, a chain 1, and a double crochet. And now we come down the other side here. Okay, so we're going to start off, and remember what I said, it's a mirror. So as soon as you get to the halfway point, what you did to get here is the same, but just starting from here, working down. So you're going to do the first one as a front post double crochet. See how the next one looks different from the other 2? That's going to be a back post double crochet to keep that line on the back side. I'll try that one again. Okay, see the 2 double crochets that were before? This time it's 2 front post double crochets in a row. See how this looks different? That's going to be a back post double crochet. And the next one here, those are 2 front post double crochet. So just think about everything as kind of in sets of 3. Okay, see how that looks different? It's going to be a back post double crochet. The next ones are 2 front post double crochet in a row. So we're getting close to the edge. There is just one stitch left. It looks like there's 3, but there's only 2. So there's this one that looks different, and then there's the edge. So the first, it's going to be a 2 together double crochet, but the first one has to maintain that back side. So the first leg will be wrapping the hook and grabbing it as a back post, yarning over, pulling it through and pull it through 2 and hold. And now you're going to grab the top of the last stitch just like a regular stitch, yarn over, and in the top pull through 2 and hold. So the legs, the first leg is a back post double crochet, the second is a regular crochet, and you're going to pull through all 3. And when we turn our work, you're going to see that the lines that we had are now really standing out. And we're moving on to row number 4. Row number 4, because you're on the front side of the project and you can see the raised lips or the raised ridges, it's really easy to be able to maintain this pattern on the front side. So we're going to start off, and the first stitch will be a 2 together double crochet regular. So see how this is raised? It disappears if it keeps on going. So this is no longer a factor of this raised one because we've got a new raised one that's just been building out, and so you'll see that happening as we go. So I need you to chain 2 and double crochet into the next available one right here, and that's considered a 2 together double crochet because of the chain 2, and this is going to maintain a flat edge. So what I'm looking for to make this easier, that if it looks like it's sunken in, it's just a double crochet, and if it's popping out, it's going to be a front post double crochet. So you're looking for the obvious signs, and the only difference you want to pay attention to is this, the middle right here. So the next one is going to be a regular double crochet. So we only do the front post double crochets in the ones that are popping out, and when we turn it over, this would be a front post double crochet, which I'll show you later. So here it's popping out, so we're going to maintain that as a front post double crochet to keep that line on the front. Moving up, the next 2, see how they're behind? Those are a double crochet each. See how it's popping up? Make it a front post double crochet. These 2 that are sunk back, each a double crochet. See how it's popping up? Front post double crochet. And now we're getting close to the piece right here. So here on row number 4, the last 2 before the peak are just a regular double crochet before you get there. See, 1 and 2. And then in the peak, do you remember? It was a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And now you're going to come down the opposite side, which will be a mirror of what you did. So the first 2 have to be a double crochet each. So row number 5, a new raised line will appear in the center that will be growing outward. So this is a front post here, you're going to maintain that, so keep it as a front post. And then the next 2 that are sunken back, each a double crochet. Okay, see how this is coming forward? Make that a front post double crochet, and the next 2 are regular double crochets. Next one is a front post double crochet, and now we're heading towards the end here. So as we begin to do the ending on row number 4, you have the next one is just going to be a regular double crochet, and in the last 2, this and this, it's going to be a regular 2 together double crochet. So wrap the hook and into the next one, pull through 2 and hold, and do the last one the same way. So wrap and in, pull through 2 and hold, and once you see the 3 loops, pull through all 3. And therefore, you can see how it's maintaining itself, like so. We're moving on to row number 5. Before I turn the work in number 5, we're going to be creating an extra ridge that will happen on the back side of this, so that when you turn it back over for row number 6, you're going to see a new raised lip will happen. So as you turn your work, we're going to begin number 5. We're going to maintain with what we can see and then make sure that we handle the edges and the peaks uniquely. Let's chain 2. And because the first stitch right here is just a regular looking stitch, we want to keep that as a front post double crochet. So with the chain 2 and the front post double crochet, that's considered a 2 together stitch on the edge. See how this one's sunk back right here? We're going to maintain with what we can see. So it's sunk back. We want to make that as a back post double crochet. See how these are in the front here? Make those front post double crochet, the pair of them. Okay, see how this looks backward? Okay, it's in the back. Make that as a back post double crochet to maintain that line. So if you turn it over, the line is getting taller. These are regular stitches from before, so they're going to be a front post double crochet. The pair of them. And see how this one's sunk back? Make that as a back post double crochet. Everything's in sets of 3. Okay, we're getting closer to the end here. So the next 2 here are a front post double crochet. And if things are always in sets of 3, that means that the third one before the end to the peak must be a front post, sorry, it must be a back post double crochet. So you need to go in behind and pull that one out. And this is creating a new set of lines for you to be able to follow in the future. So you see the peak here. So a new line has just started. Come into your peak and it's a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Okay, so we knew that we did a back post double crochet before we got here, so this first one has to be a back post double crochet to start the line on this side of the peak as well. So it's a mirror. The next 2 are each a front post double crochet. Maintain with what you can see. It's in behind, so it's a back post double crochet to keep that line going. The next one here is 2 front post double crochet. I do recommend that if you're ever unsure, turn the project around just to double check and to make sure, because if the line doesn't follow perfectly, then you may have accidentally done the wrong stitch. This one's a back post double crochet. I did that in the sample that I got a certain way, and I looked and I realized that I didn't do one of the front post, and it was obvious. So the next 2 is a front post double crochet. The next one, see how it's in behind? Make that as a back post double crochet. And you only have 2 stitches left. You have this one and this one, and these ones here is a combination of a front post double crochet with a regular double crochet, but it's 2 together. So wrap the hook, come into the front post, pull through 2 and hold, and then do the very final stitch as a regular double crochet into the top. So wrap the hook and in, pull through 2 and hold, and therefore you'll pull through all 3 like that. And when you turn your work around, you're going to see the lines are splaying outwards like this. And we're now moving on to row number 6. Row number 6, where you can see the lines now on the front side of your scarf again. You see the back. And so we're now going to be maintaining with what we can see. So the lines are continuing to grow out until it hits an edge, and then it stops, and then a new line begins in the middle and works outward. So row number 6, you're going to chain 2. And see this one that's popping towards you, you want to keep that as a front post double crochet to keep that line going. And so with the chain 2 and that one, it's a 2 together double crochet, with the one leg being regular crochet and the other one being a front post. We want to maintain with what we can see here on the work. And the next two, see how they're behind, make them each a double crochet. And that keeps it sunken in the back. Next one's jumping towards you, front post double crochet, and you keep doing that until you get to the peak. And I'll show you what happens near the peak. Okay, the next two are double crochet. The next one's jumping towards you, so make it a front post double crochet. The next two are regular double crochet. Okay, you see how this is jumping towards you? That's a front post double crochet, and you still have one more left before the peak. And so this one will be a regular double crochet before you get to the peak. And the peak, always the same. Double crochet, chain one, double crochet. And now it's a mirror, so we're going to go down the opposite side. So the first one has to be a regular double crochet. And the next one's jumping towards you, so keep it as a front post double crochet to keep that line going. The next two are in behind. We'll keep those as a double crochet to sink it back. The next one's jumping towards you, keep it as a front post double crochet. The other ones are sunk behind, a double crochet each for those two. It's jumping towards you, front post double crochet. The next two are sunken in behind, a double crochet each. See, as you get to know this pattern, you can visually see what to do. You don't always have to stare at the pattern. So the very one, we're going to use the front post and also the end as your two together. So to finish it off, you're going to wrap the hook, go in the front post, pull through two and hold. Don't finish it, and you're going to come into your very last one. Just pull it out if you don't see it, and just treat it like a regular double crochet. So go in, pull through two and hold, and then pull through all three. And therefore you have row number 6 complete. And now we're moving on to row number 7. Just turn your work back to the wrong side of the project, the back of the project. You can see it looks completely different, but you can start seeing now the lines are showing obvious signs of when these lines are dragging upward. Number 7, you're going to chain 2. And the first one here is a regular double crochet, and we're going to keep that as a front post double crochet. And so with the chain 2 and this front post double crochet, that equals a 2 together. This one here, see how it's coming towards you here? We're going to make that as a front post double crochet. So if it's sunken back, like you see, keep it as a back post double crochet to keep that line moving on the front side of the work. Everything's in pairs that you can see. See that? Sets of 3, so you got 2 here in the front, 1 in the back. So the ones in the front, keep them as a front post double crochet. And the one in behind, keep it as a back post double crochet. Okay, keep the next 2 as a front post double crochet. And then keep the next one as a back post double crochet, because you can see it, it's sunk behind. Okay, the next 2 before the peak here is a front post double crochet. And then your peak is the same with what you already know it to be. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the chain 1 space. It's a mirror going down the other side. So you see these 2, treat them as a front post double crochet. And see how that's sunk behind? Keep that as a back post double crochet. So front post double crochet for a pair. Back post double crochet to keep the line moving. Okay, the next one, the first 2 are front post double crochet to keep that moving, and then back post double crochet again. Next two are our front post, but the first one is a front post, but the next one is a front post plus the end. So it's a two together. So wrap the hook, go into the front post, pull through two and hold, don't finish it, and then come into your top of your last stitch. So wrap and in, pull through two and hold, and then pull through all three. So that one here was the leg of the front post and a regular crochet there. And you can see how this is looking on the front so far. We're doing our final row number 8 before it repeats the pattern back to number 3, which has then been listed in the video description for the pinned comments in the time markers. Let's begin the final row number 8. Final row number 8 is the last row. Because it's growing out through the center, that's why it takes 6 rows to get to the repeat, because in row number 8 we're going to establish a new set of lines that will grow out here, because we're going to be finishing up the lines that are growing out on the side here. Let's begin by chaining 2. And you're going to use the first stitch. See how it's in behind? That's just going to be a regular double crochet. So with the chain 2 and that regular double crochet, that is a 2 together stitch. We're going to maintain the lines that we see in the front, and we're going to use double crochets for the ones that appear in behind. So front post double crochet in the next, and the next 2 are double crochet each. Okay, the next one, front post double crochet to keep the line. Next 2 are double crochet. You can let me know in the comments if you're starting to see the pattern and understanding it. Okay, so front post double crochet, and the next 2 are double crochets each. So what are we going to do here on the center point here? So the last one before the peak has to be a front post double crochet to start a new set of lines that will come up. So it'll be a front post double crochet around that one, and then you're going to go into your peak. It's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we're going to come down the other side just as a mirror with what you did. The first one is a front post double crochet to get yourself established with a new set of lines that will appear. See that? The next 2 are behind, so there will be a double crochet each. Okay, front post double crochet, and the next 2 are a double crochet each. Front post. So rows number 3 through 8 is the repeating pattern. I'm going to take you through row number 9, which is a repeat of number 3, just to make sure that you got it going. So when you continue, then you'll go to row number 4 after that if you're going to follow the video all the way through. Okay, but the repeating is from rows number 3 through 8. Here in the edge on row number 8, the last 2 are a regular double crochet 2 together. So wrap the hook, come into the second last stitch, pull through 2 and hold, and do your very last. Pull through 2 and hold, and pull through all 3. So there you go. So let's do a repeat of number 3 just to make sure that you got it. So rows number 3 through 8 is the repeat. And let's turn our work and just recap. Rows number 3 and number 9 are the same instruction. So you just want to make sure that you're just maintaining, and we're going to begin again. So we're going to chain 2, and this one here, see how it's in behind? That has to be a back post double crochet to keep that line moving on the other side. So you can see this is in front here, so we're going to keep the next 2 as a front post double crochet. And the other one, see how it's sunken in behind? Make it a back post double crochet. These are in front, so make them a front post double crochet. The next one is sunken in behind, so keep it as a back post double crochet. Next 2 are in front. See how this is sunken in behind? Make that as a back post double crochet. and you still have one more stitch before the end. So this here is a front post double crochet, and then coming into here is your peak, so it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then come down the opposite side as like a mirror. So the first one here has to be a regular double crochet, and see how the other one's kind of sunken in behind? Keep that as a back post double crochet. These are in front post double crochet. Next one is a back post double crochet to keep that line going. Next two are front post double crochet. Next one is a back post double crochet. Next two are front post double crochet. And we're just kind of paying attention to when we get close to the edge here. So we just have 2 stitches left. It looks like there's 3, but this is a 2 together right here. So the first leg has to be a back post double crochet. Pull through 2 and hold it, don't finish, and then do a regular double crochet on the last stitch. So pull through 2 and hold it, and then do all 3. So this was repeating of row number 3 to show you that a new lines have just started and it continues to grow outward like so. This is here going to be how you do the waffle stitch in a chevron, and this example is a scarf. This is it for today. We hope you've enjoyed.